Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome in if this is your first time being here. My name is Melissa. This is Empowered Gems Tarot, and for today's reading, we're going to be looking into what's next in love for the upcoming month of June. So we'll be taking a look at energies, events, situations, just getting you a general forecast for your love life as we navigate across the next month. Remember that this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so messages may vary with how specifically they resonate with each individual viewer out there. So if anything feels confusing or doesn't feel like it fits your situation, just release it, let it go. Respect the messages for somebody else out there in the collective at this time. If you all did want to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box down below. Personal readings can be a better way to get a more specific read on your own personal energy and situation if the generals on YouTube just aren't really cutting it for you. I did also want to share, for anyone that doesn't know, that I do have a Patreon as well. So for $6 a month, you can get access to exclusive video pick-a-card readings, mini pick-a-card readings, as well as all extended readings that I post from the main channel here on YouTube, and 15% off services booked through my website. The link to my Patreon is in the description box down below, and I would definitely consider checking it out, especially for those of you out there that like to delve into subject matter that's not always connected to love life. All of the content that I create on Patreon is requested by members and voted on by members, and we tend to lean more into like self-development and friendship and career and other types of subject matter over there. So definitely check that out. Link is in the description box down below if that's something that you're curious to see. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and choose your reading. So if you're drawn to reading number 1, we are going to be working with this clear quartz crystal. If you're drawn to reading number 2, we'll be working with this honey calcite sphere. And if you're drawn to reading number 3, we'll be working with this fire quartz heart. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your love life this upcoming month of June and what it is that you need to know. Go ahead and select the crystal that you feel the most intuitively connected to. Once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to this clear quartz, this will be your message for the upcoming month of June. So let's take a look at what the overall energy of your love life is going to be looking like. So we have Armadillo Spirit. This says set healthy boundaries. We have guarded, and we have attraction. Ooh. All right, Group 1. I definitely see like there's a synchronicity with you guys having like your little armor up this month. So we'll dig in and see what that's about. I kind of feel like there is somebody here that you guys are feeling a connection with or feeling attracted to this month. There's definitely a sense of enjoyment, right? With this attraction energy being here. This says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So it's like there is a through line throughout the month of June that's centered around living in the moment, enjoying yourself, allowing yourself to feel attraction. I feel like some of you guys are attracted to somebody, but you're kind of like, no, like being very guarded or protected over your heart. And I feel like it may be justified, right? Look at the little shield covering the heart space here. The thing is that Spirit is pointing to is like setting healthy boundaries is okay, right? There may be a situation where there are some red flags, or maybe there's a need for you to set some healthy boundaries to protect your heart. But it's like, I don't know, I keep feeling this push-pull between I'm attracted and I want to enjoy this and saying, no, I shouldn't let this person in. So let's just continue. Let's see what's going on here, Group 1. What's next in love, Spirit, in the month of June for my Group 1 viewers? What's coming through, or who's coming through? Tell us more about the situation. Three of Wands. Tell me more about my viewer and how they're energetically showing up this month. The Six of Wands. And tell me about who is around them or who's coming toward them in love. Ooh, King of Wands. And then we've got a Page of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So this King of Wands who's here, yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's somebody who's really attractive. They might have a really good body or just be really physically attractive to you. I can understand why you guys might be feeling a little bit guarded, because I feel like this person with this Page of Wands, they might be somebody who maybe you haven't heard from them in a little while, or maybe they kind of tend to be spontaneous in how they connect with you. I definitely see that they are distracted, right? There's something that they're looking toward in the future. And so I feel like you guys might be attracted and enjoying your time with them, but there's a sense of like caution that you don't want to open up your heart too much, because maybe their presence feels distracted or a little bit like not as stable or present as you would like. This person is very confident. They're really magnetic. They are definitely concerned about their future as well. So we'll keep going. I definitely want to get more about them. You guys, though, I think are in a good place with the Six of Wands. Like, I actually feel you guys are getting a lot of attention, or you're in the spotlight. Like, there's a lot of eyes on you. I feel like you guys are also getting noticed for your physical appearance or some sort of public value that you bring to others. And maybe, again, this is another reason for the boundaries. Like, maybe this King of Wands is a person that's drawn to you or one of your admirers. And I feel like there is something around you guys wanting to make sure that there's substance to their attraction versus just like being attracted to you because of what you represent or who you are or whatever public value they perceive you as having. Sorry, guys, one moment. My music just messed up, so I'm going to turn it off. But you guys are also focused on the future. So this King of Wands is focused on the future. This Three of Wands is telling me you all are also focused on it. And I think that there is a sense of you, it's positive in the sense that I think you're no longer focused on the past when it comes to your love life. You are being more future oriented in wanting to plan, align, and have a vision for your love life in the future moving forward. So this is interesting. Let's keep going. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about love this month for group one? There could be like travel maybe with this too, with this situation. Like, I wonder if this King of Wands lives a little bit away from you, or maybe they travel a lot. I just feel there's something about their energy that's a little more like distracted for some reason. Okay. So let's see, group one. Tell us more, Spirit, about what's next in love this month. This is exciting. We have passion. Yeah, we have open relationship. And this person, we have union. That's interesting. Okay. So it's like you and this person are just sort of in a casual connection this month. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Like, it kind of depends on where you're at in this situation, because just because it's a casual joining energy here, it doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing, right? Especially if it's new, right? Like, if this is a new person, someone you're just starting to get to know, it's kind of normal that there wouldn't be like a lot of full-on investment yet, right? You're just kind of feeling each other out. But it also depends on the energy that you guys are looking for when you first start dating someone. And I think that maybe what's putting you on guard is that this person with this Page of Wands, I feel like they might have a kid, they may have a child, but I also feel like they might not be super like steady and consistent in getting to know you, which is creating more of this like casual vibe between the both of you. There's definitely passion and chemistry here. Like you all are definitely attracted to this person. I think that they are attracted to you. This person is thinking about union and serious relationships and marriages and partnerships. But it is interesting to me that they're looking at it outward. Like they're focused on their future. They're wanting marriage and commitment and union and something serious. But yet with you, it seems like they're taking a more casual approach here. So could probably be some reason like why you guys would want to be a little more boundaried with this person until they show you, right, that they are serious. Okay, so let's continue. The other thing that I wonder for some of you guys with the Six of Wands is if you feel in this connection like you have to perform to get their attention, right? Like if you look at this, it almost looks like he's doing one of those fire breathing things, right? Like, is there a sense that you all have to perform or be a certain way publicly in order to get this person to pay attention to you? That's just something you might want to ask yourself as you're navigating through the situation. Let's see. Travel. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if you guys are meeting this person through travel. Proper date. Yeah, so you are going to be dating them. There will be dates involved. And then we have inaction and nothing on this person's side. Interesting. I want more information, Spirit, about this King of Wands for us. Can you give us a little more info into this King of Wands person? Why are they not like... Let's see. Excuses. Yeah, they're not ready for what they say they're ready for. I feel like love bomb. Minimal. Exactly. And then there's accountability at the bottom. I feel like that could be a problem between you guys or for this person. For some of you, I get the sense with this union that they either say they want a serious relationship, but they don't act like it, or they could still be tying up some loose ends from a prior marriage or serious relationship. Hence why for some of you, I do feel like there's children involved here, right? It makes me feel like they're distracted with those things or still like working through exiting a situation. And so because of that, they're not really ready for what they say they're ready for, which is why we've got that inaction card here. So this person, I think, comes in with love bombing, like meaning that they say a lot of really great things, but then they're not always accountable to following through with those things with action. We have excuses and minimal here. So they're making excuses for why they're not being super consistent with you, and they are probably putting in the minimal, like impulsive effort this month. So even though you guys, I think, enjoy like being around them and there's chemistry and attraction between you, I think because this person feels a little unstable or in and out, there's a reason why you guys are guarded, right? So I want to close this out with some advice for you, group one. I think we're already getting some advice with the armadillo spirit being here, which is around setting healthy boundaries with this person. You know, like if they're not really able to show up consistently for you, it's perfectly fine, right? To make sure that you're advocating for yourself and your own needs and not necessarily giving them full access to you. But let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your own energy when it comes to this connection. So what else, Spirit, do you want group one to know about love this month? Guidance and advice for group one. This flew out. the Emperor. Yeah, so Spirit is guiding you to set like really clear boundaries with this person. Let's see. Five of Pentacles. High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Yeah, so I think trust your intuition with the High Priestess. Lean back and observe versus doing, right? So if you guys are resonating with what I was saying with the Six of Wands of like, do you feel like you're performing to get their attention? Check that in yourself. Do nothing. Just lean back, observe, and watch how this person moves, because that's going to tell you everything that you need to know. Set those healthy boundaries with the Emperor. Know that you are in full control, right? You have autonomy and control over how much access you're giving to people. And I think there's also, here's what I'm feeling, like my heart is opening a lot right now as I'm giving this advice. And it's making me wonder if you guys have like a very soft spot for this person or like a tender heart for this person. There's an image here. We've got a man here up on the shoreline who's kind of destitute, going through a tough time. And we have this mermaid, this woman in the water who's coming towards him with support, these pentacles. I think just don't overfunction, don't overgive to this person, right? Because this person right here, if we look at the imagery of the card, they're not even like looking for help. They're not even a place where they're like ready to receive help. They're just in the downs, like they're in the depths of their own like despair in their own situation, where they're not even like seeing the value that you bring or feeling like they deserve the support. So I think Spirit is just kind of guiding you to be cautious around how much you're exuding or exerting into this connection, how much you're giving to this person. And they're really wanting you to be disciplined and observant with them versus action-oriented or too nurturing with them. So it looks like you guys have a very eventful month ahead in love. Comment below. Let me know a little bit about what you guys are planning and who this person is. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next reading really soon. Bye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your love reading for the month of June. You guys were drawn to this honey calcite sphere. So let's go ahead and jump on in to the overall energy for you guys. So we start with the grasshopper spirit. This says, take a leap of faith. We have true love. And we have soulmate. That's so beautiful, Group 2. All right. Well, this definitely shows that you all are feeling a deep connection with somebody this month. Someone who really literally makes your heart sing in a beautiful way. This might feel like a soul level connection, someone that feels really comfortable, familiar, and just very connected to you. And there's an element with this grasshopper spirit here of taking a leap of faith, kind of jumping into something. No guardedness, no protectiveness over the heart, just feeling the vibes and jumping in. So let's go ahead and jump right into the tarot and see what other insights we can gain for you too. I do feel like some of you all might feel a little like there's like a past focused energy. So maybe this is like a big deal for you guys to take a leap into this because you've been through something in the past that was tougher. It could even be that you and this person have some sort of a past connection here. But you seem to be leaping into something with them. So tell me more about the situation this month for Group 2, please, Spirit. Two of Wands. Show me my viewer and their energy in this situation this month. The Hermit, okay. And who's the person they're dealing with? Who's around them? The Five of Swords, okay. We do have a King of Cups here at the bottom. That's interesting. So this is kind of who I think that this might be for you, the King of Cups. This is somebody who is really sweet and kind. They definitely have, deep emotion and compassion that they feel. I do feel like this person has a lot on their shoulders, though. I'm immediately drawn to these barnacles that are on his shoulders. Like they've been carrying a lot and something is weighing on them, which it kind of makes sense why they're showing up in the energy of the Five of Swords with that, because this person, I think, is a little bit afraid of being vulnerable. I think that they've been hurt in the past, and they may struggle with opening up. So you guys are sort of like in this hermit energy where you're maybe pulling back from them a little bit this month, which it's just so opposite of like what is coming up in the overall energy. So I'm curious to see as we build out the spread, what's happening here. But I think coming into the month of June, it feels like you all are taking some space from this person or pulling back your energy to do some self-reflection here. Sometimes taking space from a situation can help us to know the best path moving forward, right? You can see in this card, he's got the little lantern here, the light that illuminates things forward. So it could be that after you all kind of go through this period of reflection that you feel more confident or wise about taking that leap forward. The situation is in limbo, though, I would say, with the Two of Wands. Like I think both you and this King of Cups person that's showing up here, you're feeling a connection. I think you both feel like there's opportunity for you both to expand within this connection, but we're in a state of like questioning the direction that we're going to go, or if we're going to go in a direction to explore this more with each other. I think that there's just like a fear of disruption or a fear of maybe a blow up or anger or explosion of some sort with that volcano here. It seems to be like there's a surveying of what's ahead and maybe some fear-based energy around like, is this going to blow up, or is something dramatic going to happen, or right, like something unpredictable might happen. And maybe that informs, like I was getting an energy of past being significant here. So maybe it's like the past is informing that pause that we're in this month and that fear. All right, let's continue. Group 2. What else, Spirit, can you tell us about what's next in love for Group 2 in the month of June? You know what's kind of interesting here too? This is just an energy that I'm only now noticing. I almost feel like in this card, what we're actually seeing is a bunch of these little childlike mer people. They're just playing a game, right? Look how it's like we're playing a game, we're bickering, we're fighting, we're just energetically playing a game here that's a little ego-based, right? We want to win. And look at the look on this one's face when this one is getting hurt. And it's like, oh, everybody's looking like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen, right? So it's like, I don't think the games metaphorically that are being played here are necessarily intentional to hurt anybody, but they are. Okay. Let's see. We have the dating queen. That's your energy. Show me the joining energy, Spirit. Mature woman. And show me this person. Work. And there's the passion at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely a chemistry here between you and this person for sure. A strong feeling of connection. So this person might, I wonder if there's something about work that connects you both that holds this person back from expressing in their true King of Cups energy, right? This could be somebody in the workplace who's like a counselor, a teacher, an emotional support, a mentor, like somebody who, even just like a more compassionate type of leader. So they might be worried about their image here. Or like if you all work together, like what does that say about them if they're dating a colleague or romantically involved in a colleague or having feelings for a colleague. The other thing is they could just be more simply focused on their work or school. So even if you guys don't work with them, work is coming up as like a constraint for this person. You guys, though, it's interesting. You're in this dating queen energy and this hermit energy. So I wonder if the leap of faith is more about you getting back out there, dating and exploring other opportunities while taking a little bit of space to reflect from this person. I think Spirit is saying there is love here. There is a soul level connection here. But maybe this month it's more about pulling back to give it some space to breathe because of whatever has happened in the past and because things feel like they're in a little bit of a standstill right now with that Two of Wands. Now, connecting the two of you together, the situation here is this mature woman. So I don't know if this is your energy, their energy, or somebody else, like a third party who's involved here. But she's connected to like high society or someone who connects people together. There is somebody, it's like there is this woman here that's involved. And I think it's going to be a little bit different, like who that energy represents for each of you watching this. This could even just be like, again, connected to the work energy for both of you, right? Having a position of status or social standing, and something about that is implicated with this relationship or needs to be worked around or needs to be proceeding with caution. Okay, let's continue. Group 2. This is my deck, the Empowered Action Love Oracle. You guys can check out if you're curious. Okay, so we've got lending support. We have words of affirmation. And then we have exploring options here for them and hanging out at the bottom. So yeah, they're exploring other options. It doesn't feel like it's dating necessarily. It feels like it's more work related or college or education related, something with their work, their professional life. I definitely think that you all are, there's pleasantries here with words of affirmation, validating each other, pleasant exchanges and communication, maybe acknowledging that we're just kind of in a limbo phase this month, even though we care for each other. You all might be resisting some impulses, right, to try to support this person through whatever difficulty with the Five of Swords that they're going through. But I do think ultimately you're in an energy of pulling back. Okay, I want to just get a little bit more about them. Tell us more, Spirit, about this King of Cups and their energy towards Group 2 this month. Tell us more about this King of Cups and their energy towards Group 2 this month. And then we'll close it out with some advice for you guys. Oh, wow. We have 3 that came out. Look at this. So we've got collaboration and working together. So I definitely think this is someone you're connected to via work. But look, we've got ghosting, inaction, nothing, and then expression of care and love. So they seem to be in a space where they're distancing themselves from you this month, Group 2. Maybe they've ghosted you coming into the month. They aren't doing anything. Spirit is saying they do still care about you. So I definitely, again, think there's something connecting you two together via communication where you guys both might exchange pleasantries or validate each other or talk about something, or they may express care for you at some point in the month. But ultimately, it feels like you both are taking a little bit of a step back, even though there are like feelings here with passion and there's that soul level connection that you feel present. All right, so what we're going to do, Group 2, is we're going to end the reading by getting some guidance and advice for you on the situation. So let's just take a look. Group number 2. Guidance and advice for group number 2, please, Spirit. About their love life this month. Okay. The High Priestess, that's so funny. That came up for advice in Group 1 as well. All my intuitive people are watching love readings this month. We have the 8 of Swords. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's Page of Cups here. You know, you and this person, there is still care here. There are still feelings here. It's okay to still have those feelings, or even to feel like your feelings are a little hurt or bruised, right? But I think what Spirit is wanting you to do this month, group 2, is number 1, lean back and observe. Trust your intuition when it comes to this person. And I think in this Hermit energy, you are already doing that, right? The other thing is, like, don't let this person's limbo make you feel like you're stuck or don't have any other options, because the Eight of Swords is saying that you're going into love this month feeling a little stuck or paralyzed, or like you don't really have control over the situation or your love life in general. But Spirit is saying that that's not accurate, right? That's a mental story, like a mental block that you have. You actually have a lot more options than you may realize that you do. And maybe there's a lack of confidence in that for some of you guys, but the dating queen showing up for your energy tells me you have admirers, you have people around you that want to talk to you, right? It's time to take a leap of faith with the grasshopper spirit and explore what those connections might look like for you. When it comes to this person, I feel, especially since it seems like you all might work with them, Spirit is saying just focus on the work, right? Eight of Pentacles, it's like, I'm putting my head down, I'm working hard, I'm refining my craft. Don't let this person and whatever's happening between you prevent you from succeeding in those endeavors. You guys, I think, also have a lot of people around you who need you or who find value in you. Look at this card. She's here with her pentacles, and there's like all these people waiting in line to sell her something, right? To get her pentacles. Coming again back to the dating queen, I think that part of your work this month is to explore those connections and to look at who's really willing to invest in you when it comes to love and your work and your value here. There seems to be a lot. Okay, so this is what I see, group 2. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening between you and this person and what you guys have planned for the month of June. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next reading really soon. Bye. Hey, group 3, welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to this fire quartz heart, this will be your love reading for the month of June. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what the overall energies look like for you. So we start with the bee spirit. This says sweet results await. We do have regret and release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. All right, group 3. So you guys, I think this month are transitioning out of something. I think you're breaking up with someone, or you're letting go of somebody from the past. I almost wonder if some of you all are second guessing it. Like if you're feeling like maybe you made the wrong decision, or you have regrets just in general over what happened in the past. So I definitely see and feel that you all are processing through a lot of emotion this month in love. But the beauty of this reading is here with the bee spirit. Sweet results await. And so what I'm going to initially say to you, group 3, is right now, things might feel tough. Things might feel difficult. But I think what you're going to be leaning into this month is playing the long game versus instant gratification. And what do I mean by this? I think that this group has made a decision to move away from something or someone in the past. And I feel like there is some fear here around, did I make the right decision? Did I do the wrong thing? Spirit is saying, hold on, that in the future, you've chosen this course, you've chosen this path, something sweet is coming to you. And the bee spirit is about hard work and community. I think leaning into working on yourself or working on building your community is going to be yielding positive results for you in love. So take that time this month to clear your energy, to process through maybe the grief or the sadness you're feeling over the ending. But know that Spirit is pointing to the fact that better days are coming with this bee spirit. So even though it may feel like, oh, it's like, let me just go back to this person, I don't think that's what Spirit is pointing to as being like the best choice for you long term, because long term, sweeter days are coming through you making the decision you've already made to step away, okay? Or to clear yourself of this situation. So let's take a look at the energy of the situation this month for you, group 2. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Show me the energy of my viewer this month in love, this, please, Spirit. The Emperor. And show me the energy of who they're dealing with, who's around them this month in love. Knight of Cups. Okay. We do have a 3 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, so that's interesting with the bee, because the bee can sometimes talk about teamwork here. This is interesting. I almost feel for some of you guys like the ex is here, like the ex is around you this month, or whoever is the person that you've been needing to clear out of your space is around you. And the Knight of Cups is somebody who's very charming and charismatic, right? There's somebody who who knows like the right things to say, who can be very sweet and loving in their emotional expression. But I want to draw your attention to this Knight of Cups and what he's doing. He's looking at himself in the reflection of this cup. So I want you to know that their sweet words are coming from a self-serving place, right? It's coming from, I'm offering this cup to group 3 because there's something I need or that I want out of it. It's not necessarily pure-hearted energy that I'm getting. And they may talk a good game about wanting to work with you, like wanting to work together to kind of rebuild things or to, work on things with you. But I think you just need to be cautious. And I see that you are with the 4 of Pentacles. You just need to be cautious around really being discerning, because it does view to me as they have some self-serving energy connected to this. Now, the 4 of Pentacles is a very interesting energy to be the situation. And so Spirit is kind of telling me, I think, that there's a clinging to this, right? The 4 of Pentacles is often a fear-based energy, which is a little bit that I was getting from this, where it's like we're afraid to let go of something. We're afraid to lose something. We're attached to it in a certain way. And it keeps us sometimes the 4 of Pentacles is a good thing, like when we need to save money, right? Or like be careful about overspending, right? Sometimes you do need to be in that 4 of Pentacles. But in the case of love and this situation that we're reading about here today, group 3, I think that it is showing up as a blocker or showing up as an energy that Spirit wants you to be aware of, that you're holding on to something when it comes to the situation, whether holding on to regret or holding on to the person or not being able to fully let go, or maybe even just being afraid or anxious about what would happen if you fully let them go. But the cool thing is, like with the Emperor, I do see you all very much in your power and in your authority this month, right? The Emperor is very strong in their boundaries, in their standards. And I think with it coming up under the Bee Spirit, Spirit is saying like it's hard to be the Emperor, right? It's hard to have boundaries and standards when you might feel pulled to somebody or still like you love somebody or you still want to connect with somebody. But this discipline with the Emperor is going to yield you sweeter results in the long run. Okay, so let's keep going, group 3. Tell us more, Spirit, about what's happening for group 3. We've got dating, joining energy, the Ice King. Show me this person. Past life. Okay. I think that you guys might be dating other people this month. I think you might be trying it. I see you kind of holding boundaries with this person. Things are chilly between the two of you with the Ice King here. There's a detachment, even though I think both you and this person are still holding on to something. I think that there is like an iciness in your communication or an attempt at like kind of detaching and releasing. This person is showing up as a past life person. So this talks about knowing, deja vu, past love, again, confirming that they're an ex. I think that feel like the reason it might feel so difficult for you to fully let go of them is because you feel that deep spiritual connection with them, or you feel that pull, that past life pull. But they are like a karmic lesson for you guys. Now, for some of you, there could be a reconciliation energy here. So when we see dating, it may not necessarily be that you're dating other people. Maybe you're choosing to give this person another chance. But you're coming at it from a much more boundaried and standard, with that Ice King energy, place than maybe you did in the past. Okay. All right, so let's continue. Group number 3. What else can you tell us about love this month, please, Spirit? We have collaborate and work together, which is coming up twice now. We have phone call, FaceTime, and video chat. Okay. And then we have quality time. So interesting with acts of service. Okay. I feel like you guys might be, I think this is the past person. I think this is the past person. I don't know for all of you if you're dating someone new. I think it's the past person coming around again, but you, my viewer, are taking a different approach to how you move with them, right? So there is collaboration. There is like, let's work together on something. Maybe you guys literally work together with the boss, Ice King energy being here. I see you getting on a call with them. I see this person coming forward, wanting to spend quality time with you and wanting to help with something. But again, I'm going to say it again, like there is something very self-serving about this person's energy with the Knight of Cups here, right? So their kindness, their emotional expression, their acts of service, their offer, whatever they're bringing to you, it's more about themselves than it is truly about you. And so you are very solid, group 3, in maintaining boundaries and standards and authority and power and control over how you show up with them. Okay. I want to know more about this dating energy. So let's see, for group 3, Spirit, tell us more about this dating energy that's coming up for group 3 this month. Tell us more about this dating energy that's coming up for group 3 this month. Oh yeah, reconnect and reconcile. So this is the past person, not somebody new. Exploring options, okay. Interesting that both of these cards are green, connected to the heart chakra, and you guys have the 4 of Pentacles joining the situation, which is like your heart is a little shut off or guarded or fear-based. And then we have respecting tradition and values. Yeah, so I think there's a reconnection with this person. I wonder if it's initiated by you guys. It may not necessarily be, because the Knight of Cups is somebody who reaches out and makes an offer, right? So there's definitely a reconciliation here. I think you're exploring it with this person, while also with respecting tradition and values, respecting whatever the role or status is that you guys both bring, especially if it's a workplace situation. Also respecting and taking a very respectful approach to just like how you're navigating the situation, like a self-respecting approach with this Emperor being here. So yeah, I think they're probably going to reach out via text message and you guys are going to reconnect in some way. All right, let's take a look. To close us out, group 3 is just some advice for you. Advice for group 3, please, Spirit, on how they may want to navigate their love life this month. Advice for group 3. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Lovers. Just one, please, Spirit. Okay. High Priestess. That's so funny. That one came out as advice in every single reading this month. So I love the consistency. The first thing that I would say when you're dealing with this person, group 3, because I do feel for some of you this is like a work thing maybe, but even if it's not, the Knight of Pentacles is about taking your time, taking things slow, doing things with intention, and doing things the right way. I'm also getting a studying and learning vibe from this. Maybe even journaling could be helpful for you guys as you move through the situation. But it's like Spirit is saying focus on progress, not perfection. I'm sorry. Focus on progress and doing things the right way. And learning and moving toward your goals. Think about with the Lovers, what is aligned for you as well. Like if we look at this card, there's this energy of like, who do I want to be? What do I want to align myself with? What resonates with me, mind, body, soul, spirit? We've got two very different images here, right? Like this person's like in their mermaid energy, and then they're also looking at themselves in the mirror and they're seeing a human in a different space. So there's something here about like deciding who you want to be and where you want to go. And I think asking yourself if this person aligns you or gets you there, if they align with that. Lastly, trust your intuition with the High Priestess. Do less, not more. When you are doing and taking action, it's grounded and practical and focused on the work and practical things. Observe and trust your gut, because how this person shows up and their behavior is going to tell you everything that you need to know about them, okay? So this is what I see, group 3. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening between you and this person, what you have planned for June. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading soon. Bye.